Yeah, and you can get then the whisk and the fan and the conch. Okay. Who is going to do the puja? She.
Okay, action.
Is it? Yeah. So a warm welcome to everybody on this very auspicious day of our Guru Maharaj, Srila Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakak, Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj. And this is a very beautiful address to the gathered devotees from Srila Sridhar Maharaj himself. And he expresses his appreciation and makes a heartfelt appeal to the gathered devotees from India and around the world. This is on his Vyasa Puja Day, and that was in 1985, the 7th of November. And it is an audio from him, and I don't know if everybody can understand Srila Maharaj's intonation very good, otherwise I will repeat it again. So
So the foreign friends are also here present. I want to speak something for them.
You understand? Yeah? To my friends, I want to speak around the world. I want to speak something for them.
That in my last stage of life, I, with folded palms, appeal to you that
so in my last...
the only necessity in the whole what wanted to give us and what for we came here. Stage of life, I, with folded palms, appeal to you that what our Guru Maharaj.
So that in my last stage of life, I make a strong appeal to you that my Guru Maharaj
wanted to give us and what for we came here. You are doing already, Skutina.
What my Guru Maharaj wanted from us and why we came here for. That is in, to Krishna consciousness or in Navadvip.
And understand how this is the thing which is the only necessity in the whole universe. He was in the past, he is in the present.
And that this appeal, what he is giving to us, that this, what his Guru Maharaj wanted from us, that is the only necessity in the universe, in the present, in the past, and in the future.
In the future also, we can guess that the most dangerous thing, dangerous enemy is death, and it is sure. Animals all are under the same common danger, and how to relieve.
And the most dangerous thing in the world is, of everything, is death. And this is coming to us as a solution for death, the most dangerous thing in the world.
I cannot but quote the great philosopher like Hegel, everything for itself, for himself, all his sabajagyanam bhokta cha pururivacha. The reality is this, that everything meant for the Supreme Center, the Absolute.
So, everything is meant for the Supreme Center. Everything is for himself. He is for himself and by himself, and everything is meant for him. This is the appeal, strong appeal of Guru Maharaj and his master also to us.
And we must march towards that realization that self-dedication to satisfy him.
And we must march to that realization that everything is for him.
To satisfy him, die to live, and apparently it may seem that we are embracing nothing.
That everything is for him, and that we embracing that truth, that reality, and that maybe it may seem to us like nothing, that we embracing nothing.
What is tangible here, we are to give everything for our own use and purpose. And we are requested to use everything for the service of the Absolute.
So even though we cannot see it, everything what is tangible for us in this world, we will use for the satisfaction of the Lord.
Vidyate Jagagranthi Chiddante Sarva Samsara. The black box within us, the ego, the center of separate consciousness, that must be demolished.
So the black box in us, which is the ego, that has to be demolished. That has to be done away with, Guru Maharaj says. The self.
Destroyed, and we must found ourselves as a member in the eternity. And
that selfish interest, that has to be destroyed, that we can realize we are for him, and then we can find ourselves as an eternal member in that spiritual, transcendental world.
So eternity is not an objective thing, but it is subjective. It is everything.
And eternity or transcendentality is not an objective thing, it's not something that we can see or grasp, but it is subjective, it is in our consciousness.
It is of every superior quality. So only through dedication towards that center, as an agent to work for the center, we can approach that blissful state. It is very wakeful for my own interest.
So to realize these things in our consciousness, and giving ourselves to that for him, for that service life, then we will find ourselves, by giving up that ego, the black box of ego inside ourselves, we will find ourselves in a blissful state.
Interest. The ordinary careless, but still they will look after my welfare. So, back to God, back to home. They are all well thing, but it is subjective. It is everything. It is of every superior quality. So only through dedication towards that center, as an agent to work for the center, we can approach that blissful state.
So to work for that center, to give ourselves to that center, we can achieve that blissful state. I said it already.
Back to God and back to home.
Back to
that
God, back to home.
That everyone takes care of me if I do not take care of myself. That is.
And everybody will take care of me in that home, comfort, even when I don't take care of myself. Everybody will take care of me.
Home consciousness, the paraphernalia, the environment is very avid wakeful for my own interest. And
that whole environment is very awake for my interest. So, yeah, that's what Guru Maharaj says.
interest. The ordinary careless, but still they will look after my welfare. So, back to God, back to home. They are all well shared and all sweet, all guardian, and we want to go there by living all the charm apparently which is dissuading us from that realization of the higher truth. Love.
So that charm here, what is tangible in the material world, is always dissuading us from that truth where all is home comfort. Everybody is our guardians and they look after me and they take care of me. And by only realizing that to give up our black box, the ego, the selfish interest inside of me.
Our heart is everything, neither the brain nor the power can save us, but only hearty dealings of the central Lord that can fulfill all our aspiration. And
so only hearty dealings, not the brain, not a lot of activity, only hearty dealings can bring us in contact with that plane.
Yes. And the Sri Chaitanya Dev, and afterwards our Guru Maharaj, he came with this campaign and began relief work here. They all dying and all other attempts will be nonsense, but to save them. Not only to save them, but also to feed them with nectar. Give up. When there is epidemic, give such an injection which will fulfillment. So Mahaprabhu ordered, our Guru Maharaj attempted only for that direction. Whomever you found, you link with him on the Krishna.
So our gurus, our Guru Maharaj, our Gurudev, the Guru Parampara, and Mahaprabhu, they came with this to save us, like as in an epidemic, they come with injections or they come with food, but Mahaprabhu and our gurus came with this nectar of, well, what we know as chanting, as service, as associating with the devotees, hearing about the Lord.
Connect with Krishna consciousness. Not only not will give relief, but that will feed him with nectar, and he will feel that his life is getting fulfillment. So,
and we will feel that by engaging in these activities, we will feel in our heart this is our life fulfillment, even though it may apparently not be tangible, what Guru Maharaj says, but by these activities, serving, being with the devotees, hearing about the pastimes of the Lord and the devotees, we will feel we get nectar. Nectar is coming to us. And in that way, we will feel we get our fulfillment of life.
And Swami Maharaj, he also had the fortune to approve the whole world with this tidings, with this news of Mahaprabhu.
And Srila Swami Maharaj, he came with these tidings of Mahaprabhu, and he brought that to the world, and he was successful. And from him coming to the world, to the West, to the Western world. That is our connection with Krishna consciousness, actually, from everybody.
The desire of our Guru Maharaj, and successfully he has done so. And as the result of that, you have come here today in Navadvip Dham, and you are engaged in that campaign. We are astonished that our local people is not so much interested, but you are showing such interest for the appreciation of the great relief work what Mahaprabhu recommended for us all in this universe.
And he said, here in Navadvip, maybe the people here are not so interested, but you have all come from the West and show your interest for this great relief work of Mahaprabhu, who came to save this universe.
So we feel gratitude for you that you have come to teach us, which is our home property. You have come here.
And Guru Maharaj says, and he says he feels grateful, he feels thankful to the Western devotees who came to Navadvip and to show how it is to be so fulfilled by the message of Mahaprabhu.
To remind us, the wealth is in your box, in your room, as Mahaprabhu told. What you are searching, that is within your home, only approach properly. So you have.
So your wealth is in your own inbox, I think Guru Maharaj says, and your wealth is within. That you have to. That is the journey. That is our journey to discover that.
Come to give us this knowledge, and we shall take it in gratitude that here Mahaprabhu what gave. The whole world will be benefited, and you are so near. You also mind your own interest. So we also feel much thankfulness to you all that you have come to serve our Guru Maharaj.
And Srila Guru Maharaj says, and we all feel very thankful that you have come to serve the mission of my Guru Maharaj, that is Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. He says this several times in this talk, that he is thankful to the Western devotees to show actually the Indian devotees in Navadvip, but the blessings of Mahaprabhu and the Gurus.
For whose satisfaction we think that we tried our best, and still we are trying. And so many God brothers, but what?
And Guru Maharaj says, and we are always trying, and still I am trying to proceed on this path with my God brothers and
One they are going, but you are also coming and filling their post, and I hope that this divine campaign of Mahaprabhu will continue forever.
And I hope that this divine campaign of Mahaprabhu may proceed forever.
It's my gratitude to you all. I stop here.
This is my gratitude to you all, and I stop here. How beautiful is this appeal from Guru Maharaj to, yeah, with so much eagerness and so much urgency, like you have come and don't waste this life, don't waste this opportunity.
And he's thanking us, and we should be thanking him.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Jai Srila Bhakti
So they would find
Srila
the friends are also
Dev-Goswami
here.
Maharaj ki Jai. Srila Guru Maharaj Avirbhav Mahamotsav ki Jai. I don't know, is there's also an editorial from Srila Govinda Maharaj on the Gaudiya Darshan. Okay. It's te lang, hè? Are we ready for Arti now? Yeah? Guru Puja now? Yeah? Vishnu? Vishnu Didi?
Does anyone want to say something else? Or?
Can we do the Guru Puja now?
Do you want to say anything about
Our
that?
girlfriend
Oh,
is
sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then I can maybe... How long? How long?
She's wondering, and I'm just saying if anyone wants to say something.
What do you say?
And I'm just saying if anyone wants to say something.
Yeah, please.
David Anthony, were you with Guru Maharaj in Navadip?
No, I used to see him walking. I only saw him once in the when I was eating beside him on a banana leaf, and he just looked very majestic as he was just walking around. I mean, it's in the more you read of him, the more of you and you listen to him, and the more text you read. It's in the beginning, having heard Srila Prabhupada's very simple message, it's a bit of a jump to hear Guru Maharaj's more elevated words. But the more you read and hear, the more you begin to realize, you begin to understand. And he says some very high things like, just give everything. I mean, it's very, but because I'm reading this, the Sermons of the Lost Devotion of Volume 5, and he says every now and again he says something which. Because I write it down, and it's so elevated, and you realise what a brick wall I am, and I've got so much more, millions of years to go, before I get anywhere. But I just want to say it's just difficult to understand. But the more you read, the more you begin to understand what he's trying to say. He's saying, give up your, nothing, give everything, give up, just give everything, and for him, for Krishna, and just keep on reading and hearing.
That's what New Zealand is doing.
Very beautiful. Yeah, what I remember also when I first came in contact with Guru Maharaj Susidanta, that is nothing outside in the world or in your environment what is bad. It is all inside yourself. You have to change completely inside yourself how you see everything.
You've got to change completely. Your whole point of view is going to change. Everything's got to change in you inside.
Exactly, and everything has to become. Also, he said, you should not have a bad thought. Forget it. Nip it in the bud. A bad thought, don't contemplate on it. Try to get yourself purified in every way. Like, see it as this is a life meant for the Lord, for dedication, what you explained so nicely, for surrender. I mean, these are big words out of a foolish person like me, but that we learn from Guru Maharaj. Give it your all the time, and be attentive about what you think. Don't think even a bad thought. Don't what happens in your environment, even like maybe people can hurt you, but see it with compassion and love, and that I later realized that is actually that you see the other person has also a difficult life, same as us. It's all not easy to live. So see it with tolerate with love and affection, and see it with goodness in your heart. Learning, it's a learning process. I mean, I'm learning. I find all these things very high, very beautiful, and actually very inspiring, because this is the way to go, lifetime after lifetime, to really see where can I give a outstretched hand, where can I help, and not to think so much about things that are so difficult or otherwise if you go down in your thoughts, then you lose energy, you lose vitality. And the main thing for us, Guru Maharaj also said that even though if you have to go alone at a certain point, don't give up, don't stop. Don't stop your service, don't stop with chanting the holy name, keep going. How difficult it is, maybe you might see many people will go, but keep going. And that, I thought, it was very, very inspiring for me. Yeah. Somebody else wants to say? Okay.
Well, maybe it's meant to go.